I love the story of Christmas, the story of Jesus' birth as a baby in a manger, in a stable, the story of angels and shepherds and wise men, even of Herod, the villain. But the story starts much before that. When you look in the Gospel of Matthew, it tells you about the ancestry of Jesus, the genealogy, and about all the different men who were his ancestors, and some of them are really awful men, others real heroes of faith. But even those had times when they failed. There was Abraham, and there was King David, and then there was Joseph. But amongst all these men, there were 5 women, one of them Jesus' mother, and the others were Rahab, the prostitute from Jericho. There was Tamar, that was Judah's daughter-in-law. There's Ruth, that's Naomi's daughter-in-law. There was Bathsheba, although she wasn't mentioned by name. She was just called Uriah the Hittite's wife. All these women had difficult lives. Some of them were Gentiles. Their behaviour would seem unacceptable to us today. They were widows, they were poor, destitute, nobody provided for them. And in that sort of time, women needed a man to provide for her. They were outcasts, they were desperate. But despite this, they were persistent and self-sacrificing and ultimately trusting in the Lord for their futures. Now, if we skip forward a bit in time, after Jesus has been born and grown up, when he first revealed himself as the Christ, as the Messiah, he revealed himself to a Samaritan woman. Now, that's a Gentile. She was by the well, and she'd had many husbands, and she is the person that he chose to say that he was the Christ, that he was the promised one, the one come to save, the world. And then after this, when Jesus had been crucified and then resurrected, he first showed himself alive, resurrected, to 3 women, to Mary Magdalene, the other Mary, and Salome. Now, I find it really interesting that these are the people that he's chosen to show himself to in this way. Now, today, I wonder who it would be that he would choose to show himself today. Because in those days, it was these people who were of low standing, not high up into society. They didn't have a lot of value, and their opinions weren't really respected. And those are the people he chose. Now, let me read to you what he said, what he read when he went to Nazareth. He went there, and the scrolls were brought to him, and it was the scroll of Isaiah. And this is what he read. He said, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he's anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He sent me to proclaim release to the captives and the regaining of sight to the blind, to set free those who are oppressed, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favour." And then he rolled up the scroll and he said, today this has been fulfilled. He was saying that he was the one to bring those things. Now today, this Christmas, think about Jesus. Thinking about, do you need him to set you free, to open your eyes? Do you need him to help you and to know his love for you? Well, if you do, please just pray and ask him. I'm sure he'll answer. Merry Christmas. Nadolig Llawen.